show. Turn it up loud, let the whole world know. Straight out of Ruston, repping on the flow. Dallas Cowboys on my chest, let the star glow. Bugs got the podcast, speakers on blast. Talking about the game, every moment gon' last. Snaps in the back, bass hitting low. Crowd in the stands, watch the energy grow. Cowboys Nation, ride or die crew. If you doubt the star, we coming for you. Told you so. Yeah, I told you so. When them Cowboys win, everybody know. I told you so. I told you so. From Ruston to Dallas, let the fire blow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You know it's already time for the I Told You So podcast coming from yours truly. Tell you like it is from Cowboy Nation. First of all, how's the weather where you guys are? Because it's lovely here in the Metroplex. It's lovely, even though the Cowboys did suffer a devastating loss this weekend to Carolina. Carolina. You know, it's kind of hard to muster simply because we lost to Carolina. And we making every quarterback that we play look like they all pros. But the fact of the matter is, we lost to Carolina. Now, Dak Prescott is putting on an MVP type season. He's not getting many of the MVP favors because we're not winning. But you can't blame Dak Prescott for not showing up on Sunday. You can't blame Dak Prescott for giving up 200 all-purpose yards to Rico Dowdle. You can't blame Dak Prescott for the way the Carolina offense performed. Now, as far as what you can credit Dak Prescott is doing, putting up numbers that are astonishing. Take a look at his numbers. No turnovers. I know y'all looking forward to Dak turning over when the Cowboys lose. And then people say, why didn't Dak show up in the fourth quarter? Why didn't the defense show up in the fourth quarter? That's the question. You want to blame Dak, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you got to give Dak his applause. Dak Prescott is having a hellified season. What's going on, Rodney? What's going on, Tahisha? He's having a hellified season. And the thing about Dak Prescott, he's been doing most of the damage without Cedarian Lamb. But y'all don't want to give Dak his credit. Dak led the team to drives that we should have won the game. Why the defense don't get called out? It's not a different subject. But Dak is doing his job. And y'all got to give Dak credit. You ain't got to give it today, but sometime soon you're going to have to give Dak credit. Now, look at the receiving core that we got coming in. We don't have Cedarian Lamb. We playing without Turpin. But still, our offense is still explosive. Now, the question is, what they going to do when CD come back? What they going to do when Lamb come back? I think we've already found our legitimate number 3 receiver in Florida. It's not going to be Jalen Tobin. Jalen Tobin and Mingo are probably finna battle for the 5th wide receiver spot if we keep an active 5 receiver roster. But when CD come back, when Tobin come back, when Turpin comes back, do you guys understand that Dak is set up to go even higher than what he's doing right now? But it all goes for nothing if we don't have a defense. We're going to talk about that often throughout this podcast. It's a defense, Tahisha, that we're having problems with. Right now, our defense can't stop running water. But people want to say, what was Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott was putting up Dak Prescott type numbers. You're looking for him to fail, but the man, I'll tell you this, back-to-back victories, if we can get them in, Dak Prescott will be the front runner for MVP. You can go argue with your pastor. Now, the wide receiver court that we got coming through, they are makeshift, put together, because we weren't looking forward to losing Turpin or looking forward to losing CD, but we had a lot of people step up as the next man up. Yeah, CD should be back for the Commanders game. And the thing about it is, it's not necessarily our wide receiving core. It's that offensive line that Will McClay has constructed together, that when we're missing a man, we have another man right in line to step up. Because y'all think about it. We playing without Connor Beebe. We playing without Booker, Tyler Booker. We just got back Tyler Smith. We just got back Guyton. So we've been kind of making it on offense, making it happen. But the thing about it is, it's our defense. Nobody wants to call out the specifics. We can't blame who you want to blame, and that's Dak. But the thing about it is, we getting Turpin ramped up. We ramping up CD Lamb. We ramping up Tyler Booker, to be honest. We also ramping up Connor Beebe. And let's not mention Overshawn. Let's not mention Revels. Let's not mention Carson. See, we got more pieces to add to our puzzle that's coming together. And people may not look at it simply because they're trying to look at number 4. But you can't blame 4 for everything. Not this year. Not so far in this subpar season that we're having. Oh, it's subpar. Ain't no way I'm going to sit here and tell you right now the Dallas Cowboys on top of the world. Only in money preferences or references are we on top of the world. But as far as in the NFL, we are below the Mason-Dixon line. But I want to know also, because he had his chance to be activated on the roster, can Jaden Blue actually handle running back number 2? I mean, that's a question that everybody needs to be asking themselves, because if you notice in the 4th quarter, there was no Jaden Blue. They kept it with Javonte Williams. So that may be in question, that the Cowboys quietly have a question mark on. Because Jaden Blue got out there, he was tiptoeing. If y'all know guys with speed, they hit the hole and they hit the hole hard. Jaden Blue was getting trapped behind the line of scrimmage because he was tiptoeing. That's the thing about it. We are a couple of players away from being a complete team, but we got to put it all together. Why you say that? Because right now, only the offense is shining. Special teams not doing too bad of a job. The defense ain't doing diddly squat. But that's what people expect us to do, is fall. But then in tough situations, we're looking for Dak Prescott to lift us out. But help Dak Prescott. And one of the key things to helping Dak Prescott is stopping the other team from scoring. And we're going to cut to a commercial break. And a shout out to my sponsors real quick. I'll be right back with you guys in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. And we can talk about what you want to talk about as we talk about my defense. See you in a minute.
Are you ready for some football? Football season's right around the corner. Guys, what better way to be in your backyard, watching football, watching the game, in your backyard? This could be you. Give me a call today. Let's get you in the home. That way you can also watch football in your backyard and throw the ball around. me a call today. I can get you in the home just in time, right before football season. I told you so.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're having sciatica pain, like LeBron James right now, or you're having migraines, restless at night, can't get any sleep, waking up bones aching, joints are hurting, give Jalen Ferguson a call. I don't know why LeBron hadn't called Jalen by now. Going through all that sciatica pain, he's going to be out a couple of weeks. LeBron, if you can hear this message, give Jalen Ferguson a call today at Alpha Performance and Wellness. Jalen will get you right. Looking to personalize your clothing, such for class reunions, family reunions, church events, or maybe even a special event like a concert or so. Or you're just looking for a money bouquet, or possibly a personal fan that you can pop when the song goes off. Give Shell Williams a call at Custom Pleasures. No matter how big the quantity of the order is, no matter where in the United States you're located, Shell will do a great job of getting all your orders to you on time and ready for you to wear. Shell Williams at Custom Pleasures. And if you're looking to upgrade your security detail, looking to have a man that's there on time, ready to protect you, professional, courteous, down to take care of what he has to do for you, give Derrick Cheney a call today. Inbox Derrick from Vegas to Miami, Chicago to New Orleans, and of course from Houston to Texas. Mr. Cheney is always on the job and ready to do it for you. Just ask Grambling State University. And man, I want to give shots out real quick. Marcus Edwards, thanks for joining the show. Your Chicago Bears did a great job last night. Also, who's doing a great job? The Indianapolis Colts are doing a great job. Also, who's doing a great job? Shall I say? The Denver Broncos are doing a great job. But one person who cannot get his job in order is Matt Eberflus. Now, I know you guys are tired of hearing this. Marcus, you was there in Chicago. Fred Hearn, you was there in Chicago. Mike Green, you played for Chicago. Philip Smith, that's your team, Chicago. I'm just saying, why didn't any of you guys warn us about Eberflus? This guy does not make adjustments. When he does, it's not consistent. This guy goes out with a game plan as if he never watched film all week. One man told us what he was going to do. He said, buckle up. Like Dak Prescott said, I don't think we buckled up. Rico Dowdle not only had an all-purpose number of over 200 yards, but he told us exactly what he was going to do. Yet still, Eberflus paid no attention to that. How do I know? Because Rico Dowdle tormented us on Sunday. Now, Jerry, it ought to ring a bell when it comes around your birthday. You guys remember last year when we played Baltimore and what Derrick Henry do to Jerry Jones on his birthday? On his birthday, ran all over the Cowboys. The day before Jerry's birthday, his 83rd, what did Rico Dowdle do? He ran all over the Dallas Cowboy defense. Eberflus. We're playing Washington this week. There's a guy named Jaden Daniels. No, McLaren is coming in on a hurt thigh. No, they really don't have a strong running game because their main running back is out with an ACL injury. No, they're playing with a makeshift offensive line. So, Eberflus, do you understand who we're going to focus on this week? Not Deebo Samuels. Jaden Daniels. I think Eberflus gets confused about what we have as personnel versus what he has on paper or what he want to call. No, you have to take advantage of your personnel. You got 2 all-pro cornerbacks. I don't care y'all calling them trash. Think about it. One week, Trayvon looking bad. The next week, either Elam, it was, or Bland is looking bad. Do you guys really think they are that bad? No, not at all. Do y'all remember Roy Williams, former linebacker or strong safety from Oklahoma? That's exactly who Donovan Wilson reminds me of right now because he can't cover. Not knocking him, but why would you expose Donovan Wilson in situations where he's going to be in pass defense? Notice they scored 2 touchdowns on Sunday on Donovan Wilson. They're picking on him. So they have found the weak link in our defense. Simply because when we're running that zone defense, I tell y'all, all you have to do is flood the field. One man is going to be wide open. And every time, look who's right there, number 6, Donovan Wilson. Don't get mad at Dono. Don't get mad at Diggs. Don't get mad because Bland was 10 yards back on the receiver on Sunday when he got the first down. It's because of Eberflus's system. You guys don't know how to point the finger the right way. That's Eberflus's system to have the man 10 yards back on 4th and 4. Now, any D-back, Derrick, so you play D-back in a 4th and 4 situation, what you finna do? You finna jam the man. It's man-to-man. No, Eberflus has our defense out of position, and at all times, our secondary is looking totally lost. But you guys want to blame Diggs. Get rid of Diggs. Why? Oh, Bland, oh, Elam, oh, they messing up. No, think about it. It's the system that Eberflus is trying to instruct. It's the outdated system. Now, maybe if Eberflus ran one side zone and the backside man-to-man, it may work. Trust me. But you can't run 75% zone defense in the NFL. They will figure you out. You're not blitzing anybody. That 4-man rush, regardless of if we had Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons was not successful in a 4-man rush. Look at the numbers. Now, the 4-man rush, we're not putting no additional pressure on the quarterback. Like I just said earlier in the first segment, quarterbacks are looking like they're all pros against us. Bryce Young. Russell Wilson had the highest quarterback efficiency this year of any quarterback, and he's been benched. Justin Fields was starting to look good against the Cowboys. I'm just trying to tell y'all. It's not the cornerbacks. It's not the personnel. It's the coordinator not adapting to his personnel. Our personnel on defense, such as Diggs, such as Bland, they made it to the league playing man-to-man defense. Donovan Wilson didn't make it to the league playing free safety in the backfield, back in the secondary. He made it in the box, knocking the lights out of anybody that come within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's what you guys are failing to put the blame on the right people. It's the system. Eberflus has to learn to adjust to the personnel that he has on the field. So they sit Sanborn down. Oh, the guy from Florida, the rookie, he's stepping in, making big plays. Don't worry about Murray. Murray's going to be replaced soon as Overshawn gets back. And Luafau needs snaps. He's a ball hawk. Luafau needs snaps. I ain't talking about 20 snaps. Luafau needs 40 to 50 snaps a game. Yes, the coaches mess it up, Mr. Tahishi, simply because they want to tell you what their system has done is past. Remember when you was in Indianapolis? Has been. Remember when you was in Chicago? Has done. Lost the starting job. Eberflus, make some adjustments adapting to the personnel that you have, not trying to force them to adapt to what you have on paper because it's not working. Have y'all ever been a smart ass when somebody tell y'all to do something this way and y'all know it ain't gonna work, but y'all just want the person to see it don't work, so y'all do it anyway? That's what I think Diggs and Bland are doing. We just gonna do it anyway since you called it. It's not working. That four-man rush, not working. Get some pressure on the quarterback. That's Eberflus. That's Eberflus. You got to make the adjustments right, and you're right. That linebacker was slow. So imagine when you take Murray out and you put Overshawn in now with the wingspan of a 6'9", 7-footer, Overshawn got that play. You don't sit Bland back 9 yards or 10 yards. You sit him 6 yards to come up and stop the fourth down. Cowboys win. That's the thing about it. You guys point your finger at the wrong person. It's Eberflus. Yeah, Jerry sitting there giving him accommodations today to say, he's going to stick with him and ride it out. Jerry, you ain't going to ride it out too long. You may keep him, but Eberflus is going to get the word to change your defense. Now, do you guys think it's time for trade? Like I said, I brought up Jaden Blue a while ago. I don't know if Jaden Blue can hold up. So my vote, believe it or not, pitch a trade for Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara be the perfect complement to Javonte Williams. Of course, in the Dallas Cowboy uniform. But those are a trade that we possibly will have to make. If Cincinnati keeps losing, why not make a pitch to go get Trey Hendrickson? Why not? Think logically, guys. If the Raiders continue to lose, why not go get Crosby? Why not? If he wasn't such a high price tag and we would probably have to give up 2, maybe 3 first rounders, there's no use of going to get Myles Garrett. But the thing about it is we have the pieces, the chess pieces to play with to make a move like that. Yeah, is this replacing Parsons? No. All Parsons does is rush the quarterback. If I could get one more Jadeveon Clowney's doing his job. Solomon Thomas is doing his job. The thing about it, they're doing their jobs, but it's the coordinator that is not using his personnel wisely. I can criticize my own team. I know what it is. You guys want to blame Diggs? I did it first before I did my research. I did it first before I did my film work. Look at Diggs one week. He looked just like Bland looked the last week. Look at Bland. He looked just like Elam was looking the week before. That's why. Because they're not used to playing off. They're used to being aggressive. And once they play soft, it's too late to be aggressive because the man gone by you. I mean, you ain't got to believe me. Just remember I told you so. Because it's happening week in and week out. Now, we got people in the waiting room, and they say once we get these certain people back, the Cowboys are going to be fully cock-loaded. Of course, we got Lamb waiting to come back. We got Turpin waiting to come back. Connor Beebe waiting to come back. Tyler Booker waiting to come back. We also got Carsons. Y'all remember Carsons that we drafted? He's waiting to come back. Mingo's waiting to come back, who's going to be competing with Tolbert. Tolbert has got to get demoted. He's not doing nothing productive on the field. Yeah, we got the one day. I like Thomas. I like him. It's just getting Eberflus to understand the personnel that he has on the field. And then, of course, we got Overshawn coming back. And we also got to welcome Rebels into this position. Now, Guys, we got missing pieces, but we don't complain. It's the NFL that's told me it's the next man up. Am I right, Kendall Payne? Because the 49ers have a rash of injuries, but these guys are stepping up. The quarterback stepped up, which we do not have a legitimate quarterback number 2. My pitch is to say, Jerry, trade one of those draft picks that we got coming down the line, or even trade Tolbert in a package deal to New York and bring back Justin Winston. Jameis Winston, I'm sorry. Yeah, I vote to go get Jameis Winston. Now, BB and Booker are ramping up. That's what's going to complete my offensive line to bring it back together. And once we get it back together, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we need to run the ball. As long as we keep Dak Prescott upright, the Cowboys got a good chance. Well, the defense has to play along with the offense. And in doing so, Dak Prescott has a good chance of leading the Cowboys to the playoffs. I'm just going to say it. Washington took a loss. The Eagles don't took a loss, which I don't think the Eagles are through losing. And the thing about it, we're facing the Commanders. Has anybody take a look at the Commanders and figured out what the Commanders' problems are? No. I have. Jaden Daniels can't handle the middle rush. So if we pressure, because we cannot sit back in zone defense against Jaden Daniels, he will run all over us, run the ball. We have to apply pressure up the middle. In other words, send a 5-man front. Because with your zone defense, you telling me, Eberflus, you don't trust Bland. You don't trust Diggs. Why they got all pro on their resume? Let them guys play man-to-man. Go get the quarterback. You got Ezra Raku. You got Sam Williams. You got Nealon. You got Fowler. And, of course, you got Jadeveon Clowney. You got people to go get the quarterback. Put the pressure on the quarterback. You're absolutely right. The NFC is wide open. Chicago making noise in the NFC. Indianapolis making noise in the AFC. You got to give them credit because they winning. We not. We so trash, we tired of game that we should have won. Against the Eagles, we fumbled the game that we should have won. Against Chicago, Eberflus act like he had some show up. We lost that game. You lost to your former team. It's mighty funny that Chicago Bears defense looked pretty good without Eberflus. A change has to be made. It's time. You know, we facing the Commanders again. Defensively, they really don't scare me because I know the game plan coming from the Washington Commanders coach. They're going to blitz the hell out of Dak. Man to man, that's what he believes in. They're coming to get the quarterback. So expect a lot of Ferguson dump offs. They call them check down Charlie. It's going to be some check downs to Ferguson. But there's also going to be some one-on-one matchups against a weak Tahisha. You know your defense. A weak Washington Commanders secondary. Now, will we be able to take advantage of it? I sure hope so. But still, that complement to our offense, being that it's our defense, has to show up. If not, we're going to have long faces again. And still wonder why Eberflus is our defensive coordinator. I woke up sick in my stomach on Monday morning. I tried to wait a little bit because I was looking at my phone hoping to see breaking news that Eberflus had been relieved of his duties. But instead, I looked at it and it had the Titans coach being relieved of his duties. Wrong coach. Eberflus has to go. First of all, he needs to make an adjustment with his personnel and quit blaming the personnel. Quit saying they're not doing their job. They are doing it. It's not working. So why beat a dead horse? Do something that does work. And the thing about it is facing Jaden Daniels and we running a zone defense, they got Zach Ertz as tight end. They got Deebo Samuels as a wide receiver. Terry McLaurin, like I just told y'all, he won't come back in fully healthy. He's missed the last 2 weeks. Focus on stopping Jaden Daniels. Put some pressure on Jay. He's not 100% healthy as well. He's coming off of a sprained knee. That's nothing that shake back after a couple of days. Put some pressure on Jaden Daniels. I don't know if Eberflus can hear this, or he may not even watch this. Probably not. But that's what we need to do in order to win. Yeah, Rick, the loser might be in trouble, but the way the NFC is going up and down right now, we still in the thick of things. 2 moves by the Cowboys can reset our path going the right way. 1, Eberflus making adjustments. 2, if we just so happen to get us a number 2 running back, because I'm not trusting my number 2 quarterback, nor am I trusting my number 2 running back because Jay Blue tiptoeing. If we do, we'll be all right. Drake London. They got Drake London, but we're not worried about Drake. I'm just going to tell you. That's who Eberflus needs to focus on because Drake ain't beat y'all, but Jaden Daniels will. And if we don't stop Jaden Daniels or put no pressure on Jaden Daniels or get after his ass, Cowboys taking another L. Now, we'll be right back after these last set of commercials, and shouts out to my sponsors because they who pay the bill. And I'll be right back with you. We're going to talk about your team and other NFL news too. Yeah, buddy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Brooks, your mortgage broker. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, upgrade, or refinance, I make the process simple, fast, and stress-free. I have several lenders that I partner with. And what does that mean for you? Low rates, fast closings, and most importantly, someone who picks up the phone. I will be with you from pre-approval to closing. So contact me today. I'll be more than happy to help you get in your home. Number is 318-394-1406. Oh, and then I failed to mention, my average close time is 12 days. That's right, 12 days. You can be in your home in less than 2 weeks. Give me a call today.
Once again, if you got the migraines, you got joints, muscles that's hurting that you never knew you had, or if you're working out, you just need something to help the body extend. Or if you're like LeBron James going through that sciatica pain and don't know what to do, hey, LeBron, give Jalen Ferguson a call over Alpha Performance and Wellness. Jalen will get you right. Reset your body so your body will get right. So you can have a good night of sleep and a fresh start to your morning. From money bouquets to fans to even game show hosts, personalize your clothing for reunions, family reunions, class reunions, church events, or even special events. If you want your special gear made or printed, give Shell Williams a call at Custom Pleasures. No matter what side of the country you own, no matter what size the quantity, give Custom Pleasures a call today, and she can make sure she have your item there. Not on tomorrow, but in fair enough time so you'll be able to put it on. Say you're looking for top flight security, upgrade your security detail. Just like Grambling State University have. Derrick Cheney is on the job, professional, attentive, and serious about what he does. If you need your security detail upgraded, look him up, inbox him, give Derrick Cheney a call. From Miami to Vegas, from Chicago to New Orleans, from Houston to Dallas, Derrick Cheney is on the job to protect you. All right, y'all. We're going to get into some of y'all talk here. You know, that fight last night between Branch and the other team, KC, hey, Branch needed two. These guys are getting ridiculous. First, my man spit on deck. Then last night, when you're supposed to be shaking hands, you have a scuffle. Come on, guys. You know the NFL is really penalizing you for nonsense now. That was nonsense. That was, even if I was on his team, I had to tell him, man, that's nonsense. Even though he admitted it was childish, yes. You in a football game. The game is over. You're supposed to leave it on the field. I guess he was just leaving the fight on the field as well. MVP race. How many people got Dak Prescott for the MVP? Well, I'm not through, Jimmy Sawyer. How many of y'all got Baker Mayfield for y'all MVP? That's actually who the race is down. And my third person in this race, which now is in question, is he the best running back in the NFL? Bijan Robinson? Bijan? Is it? Yeah, these new athletes are different, Mr. Taylor. And Flash, I want to just let you know something. If y'all don't hurry up and get some blocking for that running back that y'all drafted, you might as well send Max Crosby on to the Cowboys. I'm just going to say it. You know, you might as well. And Ricky, I know you want your Saints to keep fighting. Settle down. Saints need to be in preparation to make their #1 draft pick, the kid out of Indiana. Or the Saints can make a trade and go ahead and get Tua right now, which makes a lot of sense. Go trade with Miami and get Tua. I'm just saying things that can help your team out. Philadelphia Eagles, I talk to y'all all the time, y'all fan base, but I ain't hating. Y'all figuring out right now Jalen Hurts ain't it. I told y'all 2 weeks ago something was smelling fishy in Philly. It's still fishy. Y'all not off the ropes right now. Y'all not off the ropes. Max Crosby looked good in the Cowboy uniform, Mr. Starks. And guess who I'm kicking it with this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I'm kicking it with Mr. Starks this weekend at the Dallas tailgate with the Washington Commanders. And yes, I will be going live from there. Let these guys from out of town get on here. Talk about our team, their team too. But yes, the New Orleans Saints need to make a trade to get to it. It makes sense. You necessarily ain't got to pay him the money, make Miami pick up the tab. Y'all can send us Alvin Kamara. Of course, I'm trying to help my Cowboys. Don't let Alvin Kamara get to the Chicago Bears. You heard me. Don't let Alvin Kamara get to the Chicago Bears. All the Bears are lacking right now is running back depth. Don't let Alvin Kamara get to the Chicago Bears. I mean, we got enough draft capital to obtain Alvin Kamara. Enough draft capital to obtain Hendrickson. Because they told me today Hendrickson called himself having a back issue. I remember the last defensive end claiming he had a back issue. The next thing you know, he was traded to Green Bay. I'm just saying. Flash, a lot of these teams that are losing, their players are becoming tradable. And that's a fact. And the New Orleans Saints, They have nobody but Kamara that's expendable. Don't let Kamara end up in Denver. I'm talking to Jerry Jones. I ain't talking to y'all. I know Jerry can't hear me. Yeah, I want Alvin Kamara to come be a Cowboy. Why not? I don't trust Jaden Blue yet. I done lost Miles Sanders. What other running back can we go trade to get? I need another pass rusher. I need my defensive coordinator just to blitz the quarterback. Don't send all these blitzes where you send in the cornerback. No, send that linebacker. Let them know, hey, I'm coming for that ass. Like Parsons used to be when we had a 5-man front and used to blitz. We can still do the same front. But we need help. No, the offense isn't needed. We don't need nothing on our offense. Josh Jacob, I don't know what Josh Jacob. Josh Jacob ain't bad at all up there in Green Bay. Y'all should have never got rid of him, but y'all got that star running back now that came from Boise State, Flash. Y'all got to get him an offensive line. Of course, we'll take Max, but that's the thing about it, Jimmy. We got to get out of zone defense. Offense feels the seats, Courtney. You know that's all the way true. That's why I think Jerry's gonna be willing enough to give but willing enough to give Pickens a big ass contract. I look for Pickens signing for no less than $25 million. He's up for a contract year. Florida is also up for a contract year. So the money that we saved on not paying Parsons, Jerry gonna pay the offensive man because of what you just said, Courtney. Offense sells seats. That's the thing about it with the Cowboys. Now again, don't let Alvin Kamara get to Denver. Don't let Alvin Kamara get to Chicago. Now, actually, I look for Breece Hall possibly to end up in Chicago. Yeah, the Jets are finna get to unloading people. And the only person I would take from the Jets, not Sauce Gardner, is a defensive tackle out of Alabama. Because they're finna get to unload. A few of these teams after this week, I hope it's not us that start unloading. Hopefully it's the other team that starts unloading. Because we still one or two people away from being complete, even on offense. Like I said, that number 2 running back is important in the Cowboys offense because we want to keep the same momentum when we switch them in and out. Just like at tight end, we are so deep at tight end. We are so deep at offensive linemen. Yeah, Flash, in order for you guys to get better, you're going to have to get Tom Brady out the booth and tell him to start calling shots. I'm just speaking facts. I got a few more minutes on here to talk about people teams. What other team y'all want me to hit up on? Because I can tell you how it is. Hot seat coaches. Yeah, the coach in Miami is on the hot seat. Yep. And I don't think Dieball is on the hot seat in New York simply because he know Dart don't have much to work with, but he going to work with it. Of course, the Cleveland coach is always in jeopardy simply because of the way they are going to falter. And yeah, Dylan Gabriel's a starter. I'm going to tell you guys, you want Shador in the game so bad. Here's the secret to Shador. Listen carefully. Clear your ears. Listen very carefully. I'm not hating on Shador. I'm finna drop some knowledge. What's keeping Shedeur Sanders from getting into the lineup is Shedeur Sanders' feet work. Just gonna tell you. What prohibited Ryan Leaf from being a good quarterback? Feet work. What slowed down Jamarcus Russell from being a good quarterback with the Raiders flash? Feet work. Because all he was used to doing was standing in one spot, throwing the ball. Same thing with Shedeur. But y'all don't want to listen to me because y'all don't think I know what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all, since they won't tell y'all what the real reason is, when he get in the game, you think he's going to get away from TJ Watt? No. You think he's going to get away from Trey Hendrickson? No. I'm just telling y'all. No, he wasn't a bust. I just gave you an example. He was a #1 quarterback drafted overall. Am I correct? He had the big arm, but his feet work kept him down. You can't get away from nobody. And I'm trying to tell you, you ain't got to believe me. Just remember, I told you so. It's his feet work. He's still what they call in training. And if you think I'm lying, why don't you just ask the man who's behind the scenes right here working with me? He used to train Shedeur. You don't have to listen to me. I never said he a bust. But ask the guy who used to train Shedeur. He's doing my camera work right now. But again, you don't have to listen to me. But just remember, I told you so. Now let's get on down here to my last topic of my conversation. Hey, Coach, if you're a Coach fan, I ain't got but 3 of them. Big Meacham, Rodriguez Sutton, 4 of them. Malik Buckner, Will Hodge. Congratulations, because right now your team is the best team record-wise in the AFC. Now, my 3 picks of the week, you guys write this down. What's going on, Leon? My first pick of the week, we're going to take the Browns and the Dolphins. We're going to go under 40.5 points. The Dolphins can't move the ball on the Browns defense. Y'all know the Browns do still have one of the best defenses in football. And the Dolphins are lackluster 40.5 points. The second game. Watch this, Flash. I'm finna call it out. You got to know Vegas. They got the largest spread in the Vegas book for the week. I'm not saying they're going to upset them, but they're going to cover the point spread, meaning the Vegas Raiders will cover the 12.5 points against the Kansas City Chiefs. So take the Vegas Raiders plus 12.5. And the last pick, of course, guys, is America's team. We're going to take the plus 1.5 with the Dallas Cowboys over the Washington Commanders. All right. Now, what y'all saying? We can follow up a couple of more minutes I got here. We can talk. Mr. Starks, that's the facts. They don't want to hear the truth from me. I have behind the scenes that's working with me here on this podcast is the man who used to train Shedeur. Shedeur feet work is keeping him from getting under center. Because imagine if Shedeur couldn't get away from BYU defensive end. Imagine what the hell he gonna do with Myles Garrett. Well, that's in practice. What are you gonna do when TJ Watt get after his ass? Trey Henderson get after his ass. I'm dropping facts. When the Baltimore Ravens defensive line get after his ass. He's used to dropping back, doing that little run around, and just throwing the ball to Travis Hunter. But guess who's not on the Cleveland Browns roster? Travis Hunter. And as I said in March without Travis Hunter. This is before the draft. Without Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders is a 5th-round draft pick. In April, when the NFL draft rolled around, what round did Shedeur Sanders get drafted in? You ain't got to believe me. You ain't even got to listen to me. But as the name of this podcast is, I told you so. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been a great podcast. I look forward to speaking with y'all further in the future. Now, pay attention. On Sunday, I will go live again from Cowboys Stadium over there in Jerry's World. Yeah, we're going to be out tailgating, having a good time. We got the Commanders coming in town. Now, anybody know Mario Cook? Mario Cook is going to be very elevated. He might show up because he's the only true Commander fan I know other than Kamichi Womack. Got a few more, Eric Otley. And, of course, Doug Williams, who owns part of the Washington Commanders now. We're going to have a good weekend, and we're going to have a good follow-up on Sunday. So keep your head up and your prayers up, and we're going to talk again later. Yeah, buddy. How about them Cowboys?
Bugs on the mic, you know the show. Turn it up loud, let the whole world know. Straight out of Boston, ripping on the flow. Dallas Cowboys on my chest, let the star glow. Bugs got the podcast, speakers on blast. Talking about the game, every moment gon' last. Snaps in the back,